Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Umi Nasihatul Abidah. I'm from Department of English Language Education, Faculty of Education, and Hashim As'ari University. My university is located in Tebu Ireng Village, Jombang, East Java. And this is a review of research paper. This video was uploaded to fulfill the mid-test of literary appreciation class in the 7th semester. Before we start to the main point of the paper, I will tell you about the paper. The title of the paper is Anthropology of Literature Analysis Datu Museng and Maipadyapati Folklore, and the writer is Salmah Jurong. The institution is Balai Bahasa Provinsi Sulawesi Selatan and Provinsi Sulawesi Barat, and the year of publish is 2014. There are some keywords that we could understand from the paper. As you guys can see, there are anthropology of literature, folklore analysis, and Datu Museng and Maipadyapati. Too easy for us to understand, here are the points that I could underline from the paragraphs of the abstract. The first, anthropology of literature is one of literary analysis that discusses the relationship between literature and culture, focused on how the literature is used in daily life as guide of conduct in society. Second, method used in the research is direct to ethnographic aspects or culture society, society's main site, in heritage culture tradition from time to time and still done. The data obtained is analyzed and explained descriptively. Analyze the aim and result intend to gain our descriptions of anthropology aspect, whether religion, myth, law, or tradition found in Datu Museng and Maipadyapati. Now we go to the discussion. The elements of literary anthropology discussed in the Datu Museng and Maipadyapati folk tales are language, religion, law, and tradition. Actually, there are a lot of discussion about anthropology in this story script. It is not possible for me to read the whole thing here, given our limited time. For that, I will read some passage for your knowledge. The first is for language. The first language is dandangan. It means people who are always dancing, playing, and remembering their hearts. The term will be seen in the following quotation. Wahai dandangan sayang, telah kudengar berita keberangkatanmu dari bisikan rakyat sampai kemari. Kuiring doa selamat, semoga harapan berbuah. Aku tak dapat mengiringmu secara nyata, hanya khayalku yang menyertaimu. The second language is Gelarang. That means the leadership of a small area contained in a kingdom does not have a position in a government. The term will be seen in the following quotation. Orang dan adat mengatakan kita tak dapat sejajar bersanding dua, karena kau anak Manggauka, orang yang berkuasa dalam pemerintahan, dan aku hanya anak Gelarang, tidak berkuasa, tidak memegang pemerintahan. And the next we go for the religion. Demand knowledge to Mecca and Medina. In the following quote, it is explained that if Datu Museng really wanted to get Maipadyapati, he had to study in Mecca and Medina. Grandpa Adirwanggang analogized it as the flower of the Medina Ejana should be successfully picked. Datu, Maipadyapati bukan sembarang kembang, memetiknya amat susah, tidak gampang. Di sekitarnya penuh onak dan duri yang coba menusuk siapa coba-coba memetiknya. Tetapi, jika hatimu membaja, yakinlah kau akan bisa memperolehnya. Hanya kau harus berjuang keras dengan berbekal kesabaran dalam menentang resiko dalam mengarungi laut, menghadang maut, mara bahaya. Kau harus berguru ke Mekah, negeri suci, tempat lahir Nabi akhir zaman, Muhammad SAW. Kau mesti berguru kepada Tuan Syekh di Mekah dan Madinah. Cari dan petik bunga ejana Madinah. Kembang merah Madinah, jika berhasil memetiknya, Percayalah, cita-citamu akan terkabul. Maipa Diapati akan dapat kau miliki. For the next is law. There is no institution that regulates law in society. Anything that, according to the figures, cannot be resolved or a way out of the problem is not found, is pursued by kinship, supernatural powers, and war. This can be seen from the description below. Pada saat itu juga disuruh panggil penghulu adat dan orang-orang besar pemerintahan menghadap istana. Ketika semua orang telah lengkap hadir, disampaikanlah kejadian yang menimpa Maipa. Manggauka meminta pendapat seluruh anggota adat. Lalu, terjadilah tukar pikiran yang menghasilkan satu pendapat yang dianggap cukup matang, yaitu dikirim utusan ke rumah Datu Museng, dikepalai oleh gelarang ketua adat. For the last is tradition. The first tradition is baju bodo. It is a Makassar traditional clothes worn by women and used in traditional ceremonies and certain events. This custom will be seen in the following quote. Bulan dan bintang dilihat nyata, hari dan tanggal dihitung seksama. Ketika hari telah baik dan bulan pun telah terhisap suci, maka diturunkanlah satu lolo gading ke bandar pelabuhan, diiringi 40 gadis manis berbaju bodo, diulu-ulukan dan disorak-soraki teman sekampung, anak daeng dan anak karaeng. And the second tradition is Anggalacang. It is a game that uses a wooden hole filled with rocks and is played by two people face to face. This habit will be seen in the following quote. Ia laksana musafir kehilangan bintang pedoman jika tak melihat wajah anak dara itu walau hanya sekejap dalam sehari. Sebaliknya, hati akan bersorak bertalu-talu jika ia sempat bermain-main dengan Maipa sebelum pengajian dimulai. Anggalacang, suatu permainan yang menggunakan sebilah kayu berlubang yang diisi dengan batu-batuan dan dimainkan dua orang berhadap-hadapan. Permainan ini merupakan penyambung batin antara kedua remaja yang sesungguhnya telah dimabuk asmara dalam ruang lingkup kelangsungan adat yang keras. And for the conclusions, analysis of literary anthropology reveals various things such as past habits, traditional roots, believing in myths such as believing in spells. Thus, here is the role of literary anthropology as our reference in the presentation of the story of Datu Museng and Maipa Diapati. In the story of Datu Museng and Maipa Diapati, the traditions and beliefs of the Makassar people are described, both in the form of law, religion, language, and tradition. There are still many reflections that have been missed and can be accessed online for the PDF. I do apologize for all the possible mistakes from the first to the end, and thank you for your nice attention. I hope this video can be useful for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.